Hello and welcome to the review that I'm going to do on the Apple iPhone 6 Plus. This is in a white case, but it is the gold version. The specs on the gig are 128. As you can see, this is the power button here, so if I just press this and it quite simply turns on, swipe the screen across and you can put in your whatever passcode you have. So if I just pop mine in, as you can see it turns on the sideways view there because of the way it's positioned. You can quite easily just change there and then give it a slight move and it goes back to the traditional upright view. So yeah, so basically we'll start off with the specs, and if I just press on the settings there, all the main features will come up, and if you just click on general it says about, so you've got the phone's data there, and in there it'll, you know, on this one it says there's over 1,000 songs, 11 videos, capacity is 113 gig, but some of it's used up obviously. So yeah, that's generally what the phone is about. I do find with the iPhone that they are more expensive, but you know, you pay for what you get really, don't you? The quality end iPhones are really positive, popular phones, and I don't think many people, once they've had an iPhone, that they deviate away from the source as such. I've known a few people obviously leave iPhone but always come back because they just find it a bit easier to understand and get to grips with. This is probably the 4th or 5th iPhone I've had, and it's the most up-to-date iPhone that's out on the market currently, until the new one pops up in a week or two. But yeah, no, it works fine. If you're looking at the screen, as you can see on there, you've got your photo app, you've got your camera. Across on here you've got weather, clock, maps, video, you've got your notes, your reminders, stocks and shares, passbook, iBooks, and if you press on this iBooks function here, so you can see on here there's a few books just stored there. What I will say is, if you're into audio books, please do not delete them from your phone without backing up to computer, laptop, you know. If you've got an iMac, you know, or an iMac Pro, things like that, because with iTunes, currently at this moment in time, videos, music, apps, which obviously includes games, fine, you can delete them from any iPhone device, knowing later on you can just re-download them from the iCloud and they're always saved. That isn't true with audiobooks or ringtones. Both of them, it's been a bugbear of mine for years, but both of them, you know, you really have to basically back up and sync, have them saved on another device that you can go back to should you change phones, or you just want to re-download later on down the line, that you can access them knowing you can re-download. I've done that many times. There's many items I've rebought time and time again because it's just not clicked. Now it has. Right, so anyway, that is basically where we're at with that one. So if you come out of there, you've obviously got your iTunes account, which I'm sure you'll know about, which is box standard, music, films, audio books, what have you. Your app store is just your apps, your social networking, your games, you know, books sometimes included in there. But yeah, that's it. Newsstand is really good. If I just press on that newsstand there, I don't think I have anything in there, no, but I have had in the past magazines, which are newspapers, even, you know, from Daily Mail, Sun and what have you, Guardian. They've got all the major newspapers there. Health app is really good. Obviously that's more along the lines of fitness and stats of yourself, where you want to be in the future, what you currently weigh, what routines, what circuits are out there, what activities. It's up to the individual really what you want to do. If you look down at the bottom here, you've got your phone function, your Safari, which is basically your internet. You have choices if you want it set up to Google or you want it set up to another provider. That's fine. I think Yahoo, and there's a few others on there that it's really positive. On here you've got your mail. I don't know how many I have, about 3 or 4 email accounts, so it's just good, if you press there, inbox, you've got all your mail accounts down there, and every time you get an email, it obviously comes through like a text message and gives you an alert. So that's absolutely fantastic. You can put as many email accounts in there as you want really, and obviously your iCloud is always in there, so you can access iCloud from the mail section. The music, if you press on the music here, songs come up there, but you can get rid of that. You can just press down and it goes away. All the albums, all the functions are there. You've got all these little sort of almost like little mini apps down there where you can sign up to the iTunes music channel, and and where your news and music go, you can access radio, email, whatever you really want to do on that one. If you go on to the next page, you've got your FaceTime, it's good when you want to FaceTime loved ones or friends. Calculator, podcasts, Game Center, where you can add users from other games, or you may get friend requests from other users, so that's another positive. You've got the extra function down in there, and if you just press on the extras, contacts, tips for the iPhone, get weekly tips on the iPhone, which is really good. Got your voice memos, there's some good memos on there, compass and what have you, and you can just click and it goes away. Right, now you've got the Apple Watch. On the Apple Watch app, it's very similar to if you was connecting to any Bluetooth device. So basically you say for instance you get your Apple Watch and you connect the phone through the settings on Bluetooth, and then it pairs the phone to the iWatch, and you can access calls, messages, a lot of apps as well, like Facebook. There's more getting added all the time. Sky Sports on there, you can get news and sports results. So yeah, that works really, really well. If we come across here to WhatsApp, what I'm going to discuss now is the difference between the major social networking apps on the iWatch, not the iWatch, sorry, on the iPhone versus Android. Well, the major difference is it's a lot better on the Apple phones, because it's so much easier to understand. It's crisp, it's clear. I've often used Android phones, and whenever I've been asked to search for a message or search for a contact, or just a feature, I find it so difficult. I just think Android phones are really, they're not up there, and the difference is, well, there's a big difference, and it's not quite easy to understand. Like for instance, if you press favourites on WhatsApp on an iPhone, straight away you've got all your contacts that are associated with WhatsApp. You've got your most recent, which there's nothing there. You've got the contacts, which is just your phone contacts, but you can invite them to WhatsApp, and then your chat history. So it's all on there and easy to understand. You've got your settings where you can change wallpaper, block users, and it's just I think it's just an easy app basically to understand. So if you come out of that one there, let's have a look at Snapchat. Again, Snapchat, it's another thing with that. A lot of these apps are quite similar, as in they're a lot easier to understand and use on the Apple devices. And there, it's just one straight across. You've got your photo function there. You've got My Story, photos, shows you who's viewed your photos and so on. And it's just it's just very easy to understand. Just one click at the top, swipe it across. What was your uncle? And yeah, it's easy to understand. Facebook again, very similar. It's really quick and easy to understand. Just swiping across. It's just, you know, it's just a fantastic app to have on an iPhone. You've got your messages, which takes you straight to the Messenger app, which you must have on your phone. Your friend requests there, easy, come up really quickly. Groups that I'm in, and groups or any groups you want to be in, you can access them. Your notifications, box standard things really, but it's just to access them and the quickness on an iPhone compared to an Android is you know, the difference is quite extreme. It's just so quick really. You've got your Instagram, which is very similar to WhatsApp and Snapchat, and that works well, and you know, very easy. Twitter again, a bit like Facebook, as in how quick it is. It's straight away popped up, new tweets right at the top there. If I just press that new tweets, I'll come across here. If I just press that new tweets, just there, boom, straight away, right to the top, gathered your information, sports results that I'm currently following. You even get them quicker than on the actual Sky Sports app. It's just up to date, and it's just a great piece of equipment really, that you know, through using the Apple device you can access these apps. Skype again, very similar. It's really quick to access messages, contacts, be able to ring people through the Wi-Fi service. I have got the Sky Sports app, which is just useful for all forms of sports. Amazon for your shopping, or you can use your Safari if you've got bookmarks, you know, for shopping sites, and it's just quick and easy to understand. Another good thing with the Apple phone is, if you are ever using the internet, and just to, you know, save yourself from, you know, the fraud aspect of using the internet, if you just double click the home button. Right, so I've double clicked the home button. You've got all your recents at the top of the phone, so that contacts you've been ringing, and then down at the bottom you've got all your apps. So basically it's all across here. So anything you've ever done on your phone, like this last page here is this is the App Store, so I think I must have bought an app, so it's just one quick flick up and it's gone. You're out of it completely. You're not like still logged online so people can see you. You've gone, and again the same there, contacts the same there, Instagram, Amazon, yeah, text messages, camera, photo, Google, that was on a bit ago, your recent contacts, Sky Sports, and so on with your settings. There's all sorts there, but yeah, if you just flick up it, they just go away, you know. You don't need to take off your internet history because it's gone, and then when you come back to the last page, which is your home page, double click, you're back onto your home page. So it's a good tool, that really, you know, so it keeps you safe as well, in case, for instance, you like to do your internet banking at home and you like to do it on your phone. Just remember, once you've logged out on the phone, just remember to then clear the history through this procedure that we just went through. Double click the home button, flick up, get rid of the page, and then it's better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, that tends to work well. If we just go back into the settings here on general, if I just click there, it says software update. It's currently waiting for me to download to the iOS 9, which I normally would do, but seeing as in a couple of weeks I'm upgrading to the iPhone 6s Plus, I'm currently not going to do, but it's there, the function's there. You just need to make sure when you do download the latest software that you've got enough battery space. You must have over 50% battery space, or at least be connected to your charger, and obviously to do it through Wi-Fi, because it'll be over 100 meg. So in that case, you've got to connect to Wi-Fi, and you've got to do the same with apps. If you're downloading apps over 100 megabytes, you've got to make sure that you're connect it to Wi-Fi, but you know, it's not a big deal that really. So yeah, I went through the software update. You've got the Siri function, you've got the background refresh, that's all set in the general. If you want to go individual, you've got your airplane mode, which is there ready. You've got your Wi-Fi, so you can connect to routers at your home address, work, friends, wherever. Bluetooth function again relates to the iWatch or portable speakers, mobile carrier, and so on. Notifications, which is just this one here. There you go. If you just press on there, you've got all your notifications for all your apps there, from Facebook to FaceTime, Sky Sports, just to set up how you want to be notified. And again, on the phone, you've got the notifications for the phone. So when it comes to text messages, you can decide if you want a full text message on your phone so you can read it without going into it. You can request an alert, which is normally one line, or you can even change it so you can see the user who's texted you but no text. Maybe that if you've got certain people around you, you don't want to let them read your messages. Or you can have the banners and the badges. I have the banners where it's where you have the user, and I think it's one line of their text you can read, and it sort of flashes on your phone for a few seconds and disappears. So yeah, you've got all the functions there for the notifications. Just double click that and come back out. You've got the control center. We've gone through the general. You've got the brightness. You can change the wallpapers. There's always a lot of wallpapers on the phone, and you get more every time you upgrade to the latest iOS service. Or you can just take photos and use them as your own wallpaper and background. So you've got your sounds. So basically your sounds is all your ringtones. Again, repeating what I said, if you want to pay for ringtones or download off different sites, make sure you always back up and sync to a computer so you don't lose them. You've got your touch password there, which I'm not on at the minute. I'm just using the keypad as such, but you know, that just does your thumb fingerprint, so you know no one can get in your phone but you, and that's a good function to have, and I'll most likely be using it again, and especially on the new phone. You've got your privacy settings, get it out, and it's there, so you can change all your settings from, you know, motion, fitness, contacts, Facebook, Twitter. Have it more private, decide which way you want to go. So that's always a useful tool. iCloud, always built in there for saving your photos, apps, films, you know, it's all saved in the iCloud. You can even increase the storage should you wish, but there is a cost on that. You've got your settings for the Passbook and Apple Pay. So you can put all your data in, add your credit or debit cards. So when you're doing your grocery shopping, or you've been in a mall, or you know, a big shopping centre, it's just so easy to swipe your phone, and it's you know, seconds rather than minutes. So you can change and update all your settings regarding that function. In here there you've got the mail and contacts, so that's when you want to put your email accounts in, which is really easy to do. Contacts, calendar events, if you want to put some notes in there. You've got your general settings for your phone if you want your caller ID shown or not, depending, you know, if you want to show it. I currently don't because of the job that I do, so I don't want people knowing my number, but it's personal preference. Messages, FaceTime, you've got your maps, Safari, what have you, and it just continues down. You've got music, Game Center, podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, all the apps there, and there's just so many settings you can change. Just change it how you want it really. So, and that's the settings function of the phone. So really, I think we're coming to the end of the review of, you know, it's all I've put down basically is I've had so many iPhones and I've never had no issue, and you just, I guess you pay for what you get, don't you really? It's you do pay that bit extra, but you're paying for quality rather than quantity of other phones, I think. It's just the functions there, the settings, the perfect. The reliability of an iPhone is second to none, I've found. this is the iPhone 6 Plus, and there has been no bending on this phone whatsoever, as you can see there. And I've had this in my side pocket, back pocket, front pocket, you know, and I've never had no issues there. It's just a good phone, really. See how skinny that is there. It's a thin phone. It's quite big, it's the iPhone 6 Plus, but no issues with the phone. It served me well, but I've never had no issues with any iPhones. So that's a review really on the iPhone 6 Plus. We've gone through the different functions of the phone, and the apps and the difference, and I hope you've enjoyed this review. My name's Paul Brogden. Link up to my channel and there'll be many more reviews of different things on there for you to view. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Go on, stop this now, will you? Bloody hell, fire.
Oh, stop recording again.
How's it stop recording again?